This program, Captains of Industry, was recorded on April 17, 2011, before a live audience at New York's 92Y and features Microsoft co-founder Paul Allen and then Bloomberg Businessweek editor Josh Tyrangiel.
Thank you all very much, and good evening. Our guest this evening is Paul Allen, who is the co-founder of Microsoft, patron of the Allen Institute for Brain Science, patron of the Search for Extraterrestrial Intelligence, patron of the Experience Music Project, owner of the Seattle Seahawks and Portland Trailblazers, and a few very expensive toys we may talk about later. He's also the author of a new memoir, Idea Man, that explores your interest in a lot of these areas and really tells the story of the invention of modern computing. We're going to have plenty of time to take your questions later on, but I thought I'd start just by saying that a lot of people know you as either the co-founder of Microsoft or the extremely rich co-founder of Microsoft. And in fact, you didn't come up that way. I was wondering if you could tell me a little bit about where and how you were brought up.
Well, I grew up in a section of Seattle, kind of the northwest section of Seattle, not that far from the so-called University District, where my father was the associate director of the University of Washington Library. So my mother was basically a teacher up until I was 5, and then my dad worked at the university. And
you went to public schools for a while, and then ultimately your parents decided private school, right?
Well, yeah, they wanted me to have the best possible education. They grew up in the latter part of the Depression era, so they really felt it was important to have their kids have the best possible education. And they decided they wanted me to go to this private school, and I wanted nothing to do with it, and decided I was going to fail the entrance exam. And I started to take it, and I thought, well, these questions are kind of interesting. And so I see how many I could get correct. And then they said, pencils up, time's over. And so unfortunately I got in. Of course, that's where I met Bill Gates and many of the other people that helped get us started in computing.
So what do you remember about that first encounter? I mean, it's a pretty important moment in the history of America. What happened? What was it like?
Well, there's a picture in the book. I think I was 15 and Bill was 13. So Bill in those days looked many years younger than his actual years. So he probably looked about, I don't know, almost less than 10. You see the picture in the book. So but he was really intense and focused even from the beginning. So if you kind of looked around to see who were the people that would stay glued to the terminal the most, it was Bill and me and maybe just a couple other people.
What were you like? I mean, if he was intense, what was your personality?
Well, I've always had kind of a wide-ranging set of interests.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?